Welcome to the house that Rockney built. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegan renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will put toe to leather to crank us up. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Notre Dame's offense is on the field for the first time today. So much history and pageantry in this rivalry, guys, but the trophy, the jeweled Shillelagh, is a little bit under the radar.
It is. It's beautiful to look at, but I think people are always just focused on these two blue blood programs. Notre Dame, USC. This is interconference, national championship, and Heisman implications, seemingly always on the line late in the year when these two teams play.
Always so cool, coast to coast. Something matters, something on the line. You're right, this game is always fun to watch. The jeweled Shillelagh.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Leonard. They're trying to get to it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Trojans offense will get the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that...
It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. Tosses it incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Well, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. There have been many memorable games in this rivalry. It was memorable for Notre Dame last year, not so much for SC as the Trojans got blown out.
No, and Notre Dame's a team that we've seen in the playoff.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes a move. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And how about the kicking game coming up with a play?
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Wants to go up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
And that's what makes this guy so dynamic. Not only is he good using his legs out in the field, but down here close to the goal line, if things aren't open, he can get it in himself running it, and they do for 2 points.
After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets it out quickly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. And when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Branch. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's loose. Dances away again. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's going to take off. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. He wants to throw it. Quarterback moving. Lets it go to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. On second down, he'll fire. Dances away from the heat. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
But they did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, punt, and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. On his feet at the 40. Can anyone catch him? And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
USC 28, Notre Dame 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th, but they can't move the chains.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Irish send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He'll start this drive firing. Gonna try to get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. First and 10.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll line up to go for 2. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team out there getting set. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocked.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Back to pass, it's Leonard. Fires left. Got him, and nobody's close. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 20. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he tacked on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He turns it loose to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish, back on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He'll pull it on the read. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of a dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the USC offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track. First down to start the drive after the break.
29 Philly. 2 ready.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Ready up.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone.
Lasso. Lasso. And go. Ready.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
To the air, it's Leonard. Moving away from pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
These third downs, man, they're critical down in distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, one, they can get it throwing it for your offense, but two, if it's not there, they can take off and scramble and generate big plays as well. This guy now, because of his athleticism, he's got the offense knocking on the door inside the opponent's 10-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
Gain of 3. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's still third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
How about the defense coming through when you needed it the most? They got some yards, had some success on this drive. Second and goal, sack. Third and goal, sack. Nice job by the defense, sticking with it, coming through in the clutch.
It is good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back.
He's off to the races. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC!
In the end zone.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
Trying to bully their way in. He goes airborne, and he's in there for the 2-point conversion. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Notre Dame, 10.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
To kick this one away.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. The play-action fake. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Looking for a block. It's Branch. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Touchdown. USC. Number 8.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. They'll run play action. Now adjusting. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish, back on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Locke. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. On the return, it's Branch. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. He'll set up to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a 1st down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Leonard. Finds his man. At the 35, he's got room. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Got it on the outside, it's Love. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, it's Branch. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Line getting set on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
At the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, USC.
He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Marks. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play.
Oh, picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them now.
Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
No good. That keeps the score. USC 79.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 96 set to kick it off.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Dropping back, it's Leonard. Finds a spot in the middle. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for a block. It's Branch. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Branch. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man.
Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Here comes the 2-point try. The snap sets up to throw. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
85. Notre Dame, 10.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Trojans! How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Pocket starts to... They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Made a defender miss.
The returner brings it out to the 44. And the USC offense will take over.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll fire to his right. It's complete! And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
USC.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kick it away.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm located.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll bring it back. It's Branch. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game. And we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional fight for the jeweled Shillelagh.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick off.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's gonna pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, USC! And the stomping has commenced.
Number 8.
They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2.
Military stunt.
Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving.
Lasso. Ready.
They'll run the counter. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll start this drive with a pass. Touchdown, Trojans! And the pummeling has started. Traveler and the entire Trojan nation starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans in this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here, dude.
And it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jewel Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to pass. It's Leonard. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Irish send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Line gets set, first down.
Let's go! Let's go! On the ready!
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He leaves it with his back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Trojans! And the beatdown has ensued.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense.
Yankee blue!
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards.
The returner is tackled down at the 42, and the USC offense will take over.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
He'll take another shot here. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the route is on. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And the last time they had the ball, they wound wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. And he can't escape, and down he goes. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet. He goes out of bounds after a huge pickup, and he's still short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On the return, it's Branch. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC! A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
Base 27 jump.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They go to the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets it out fast. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Leonard. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To the air on first down. Steps away. Looking down the left side. And he's got it at the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Lets it fly. Caught near the sticks. It's Branch. Touchdown, Trojans. And the punishment has been extended.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Celtic kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Leonard. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on... The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.